Hello there and welcome to my guide for painting Shaman Foulhoof for Warhammer Quest Darkwater. As you can see, the very first thing I've done is sprayed him with some standard grey spray from Colourforge. I'm then going to use Dawnstone to paint any skin that I can see on his legs and his stomach. And I'm then going to paint his little pouch that he's got near his belly using some Administratum Grey. Both these bits will then be washed using some Athonian Camoshade. I'm then going to use some Militarum Green contrast paint to paint his cloak. Once the washes have dried, I'm going to simply relayer the Dawnstone, taking care to avoid any of the recesses. I'm then going to use a 50-50 mix of Dawnstone and Administratum Grey just to give a little bit of an extra highlight, mostly where the light would catch. For his pouch, I'm simply just going to relayer the Administratum Grey, taking care to avoid any of the recesses. I'm then going to move on to his face, and I'm going to paint the skin sections using some Rakrath Flesh. I'll then give those bits a wash using some Army Painter Soft Tone. While that wash dries, I'm going to move back to his cloak, and I'm just going to give that an edge highlight using some Loren Forest. I'm then going to paint any fur you can see on him using some Catachan Flesh. This is basically his arms, the lower part of his legs, and his dreadlocks. I'm then going to get the rest of his face out of the way, and I'm just simply going to relayer the Rakrath Flesh, taking care to avoid any of the recesses. I'm then going to paint the rest of the bone sections on his face using some Wraithbone. This is basically his other eye and his teeth. I'll then give all that bone a wash using some Agrax Earthshade. And while that wash dries, I'm simply going to use a very small amount of Wraithbone to pick out his other eye. And once the wash has dried, I'm going to relayer the Wraithbone, taking care to avoid the recesses. And then I'm going to use a 50-50 mix of Wraithbone and matte white to give it all a highlight. I'm then going to paint his hood, his bag on his back, and the cloth between his legs using some Screamer Pink. To paint the wraps on his staff and on his little dagger that he's got on his back, I'm going to be using some Abaddon Black. Then for any wood sections, I'm going to use a little bit of Dryad Bark. I'm then going to wash the Catachan Flesh, the Abaddon Black, the Dryad Bark, and the Screamer Pink with some Nuln Oil. Try not to get it everywhere. While that wash dries, I'm going to move on and start highlighting the fur with a 50-50 mix of Catachan Flesh and Questor Flesh. This will be followed by Questor Flesh just by itself. I'm then going to use a little bit of Mechanicus Standard Grey to dry brush onto the straps on the staff and the dagger. To highlight the Screamer Pink, I'll first use a 70-30 mix of Screamer Pink and matte white. This will then be followed by an edge highlight of that same mix, but at a 50-50 ratio. For all of the horns except the skull on the staff, I'm going to start with a base coat of Morghast Bone. I'll also use it to paint the bony structure coming out of his shoulder. And then for the rest of the skull and the two little horns coming from the top, I'm going to use a base coat of Wraithbone. Then the skull and the horns, except the shoulder one, will be washed with some Agrax Earthshade. The one on his shoulders can actually be washed using some Athonian Camoshade instead. While that wash dries, I'm going to paint the heart in his hand using a little bit of Pink Horror. This will then be washed using some Carroburg Crimson. And while that wash dries, I'm going to give the shoulder spike a second wash with some Athonian Camoshade. Then, as I nearly miss the shot, I'm very gently going to do an overbrush of Morghast Bone onto the horns. An overbrush is very similar to a dry brush, except you're only going to go in one direction, and you're going to obviously have a lot less paint on your brush than you would a normal brush stroke. I'll then do it once again, but this time using a 50-50 mix of Morghast Bone and Wraithbone. And then I'll do one final highlight of Wraithbone on all of the bones, and I'm going to mostly focus the Wraithbone on the skull and the horns on the staff. Now, just sticking with the skull on the top of the scarf, we're going to use a 50-50 mix of Wraithbone and matte white. And lastly, a very thin coat of matte white for the final highlight. Any metal sections will be painted using some Leadblecher. I'm then going to paint the rune on his staff, his belt, the strap of his bag, and the ropes that are attached to the skulls and around his wrist using some Dawnstone. I'm then going to wash his belly plate and the symbol on his staff using some Gutripper Flesh. And for the rest of the metal and all of that Dawnstone, we're going to give that a wash using some Nuln Oil. I'm also going to give the structure coming out of his shoulder one more coat with some Athonian Camoshade. Then moving back to the horns, and for the very tips, I'm going to use a 50-50 mix of Corvus Black and Morghast Bone, just to sort of darken them up just ever so slightly. Then moving back to the silver, I'm just going to give it a quick edge highlight using some Leadblecher. Then moving back to the straps, I'll relayer the Dawnstone, taking care to avoid any of the recesses. And then I'll use a 50-50 mix of Dawnstone and Administratum Grey for the highlight. For the heart, I'm going to use a 50-50 mix of Pink Horror and Matte White. The bells will then be painted using some Retributor Armour, which will be washed using some Agrax Earthshade. I'll then move on to the rocks on the base, and I'll start with an overbrush of Dawnstone. This will then be followed by a quick dry brush of Administratum Grey. To paint the rune in the center, I'll start with a base coat of Sybraite Green. I'll then highlight that using a 50-50 mix of Sybraite Green and matte white. And then that same mix, but this time at a 70-30 ratio in favor of matte white. For the blood that's dripping, I'll start with a base coat of Mephiston Red. I'll then give it a highlight using some Evil Sunz Scarlet, but I am going to come back to this with some technical paint in a moment. I'm then going to use some Wraithbone to paint the bits of string holding the bag together, and there's a couple of bits on his shoulders with his cloak. And I'm also going to use that to paint any pustules on his skin. I'll then give those a highlight using some Pallid Wych Flesh. I'm also going to rust up his sword using some thinned down Skrag Brown. And then going back to the heart, I'm going to use some blood for the blood god, give it a liberal coat so it's nice and shiny and looks more like blood. Then going to his base, I'm going to use a 50-50 mix of Sybraite Green and Thunderhawk Blue. And this will be followed by some Dawnstones, some very thinned down Dawnstone, just to splodge it here and there, just to break up the colour. Then finally, I'll tidy up the rest of the rim using some Abaddon Black. And with that Shaman Foulhoof finished. A very interesting and fun model to paint. Lots of little detailing, but it's not like overly detailed like some of the Games Workshop models can be. Shouldn't take too long to go through either. He only came in around about 5 hours. And like I said, he's a very easy, quick model to paint. If you found this guide useful, please give the channel a subscribe, the video a like, and we've got the rest of the Warhammer Quest stuff up on the channel already, or most of it anyway. There's just a couple more models to be finished, but they will be up over time. And I want to say just basically thank you for watching. I hope I helped. If you want to see more videos for different games as well as this, like Marvel Crisis Protocol, Star Wars Shaman, they're up on the channel too. Thanks again, and well, goodbye for now.